Hey everybody, Von here with the Vonster vlog. Welcome to another day of a year of yoga. Let's see what we have in store for ourselves today. Well, hey pretty kitty. What are you doing? Huh? You? I already gave you your drugs. I'm on to you. I haven't given you your treats though. I've been bribing her into cuddling with me. Like, she has to give cuddles before we give her her treats. So she's like, hurry up and pet me so I can get num nums. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. She's all business. So I don't know what day it is, you guys. I think it's day 180, but time's a construct. So we are going to be starting in a little bit of a balancing position today. I don't know why I got down on the ground, but we're still building on that same sequence that we had been doing, but I just wanted to add in a little bit of balance to the chest circles we had been doing. So if we can really plant as though our hips and our feet, like everything from hips down, is just solid, set in concrete, very supportive and stuff, but no movement there. And then we just shift our chest from one side to the other. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this really helps kind of bring your attention and focus into your core, because we're not just pushing and pulling, like there's a resistance that's happening with our obliques as we do this. And then we can also, I always catch myself holding my breath when I do that. It's so important to remember to breathe, but you can actually place your fingertips on the tops of your thighs if you want. And if it helps you to breathe with it, exhale, sink your chest in as though you're going to try to poke yourself in the sternum and you're shrinking it away. And inhale, lifting up as though you're trying to touch your finger with your sternum. So we'll lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. And as a lot of this lift is coming from the back, like those kind of mid back muscles, just really lifting and dropping. Again, keeping your lower body very separate. And now from here, what we'll do is we'll shift, lift, shift, drop, shift, lift, shift, drop. Let's try the other way. Shift, lift, shift, drop, shift, lift, shift, drop. And now we can actually smooth this out. So we're going to be going from to the left, front, right, drop, and just really even that out. 4. Let's change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want, you can keep both your feet on the ground, but I'm going to try grounding through my right foot, lifting my left foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's hard to do. And then other direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to feel graceful. We are practicing. Let's inhale, exhale, shifting our weight over into our left foot. And I'm just bringing my right foot so that it is, I can drop that toe and find my balance if I need to. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, that's hard. Okay, but it's a starting point. Let's get down on the ground. Oh, tucking our toes under to get a little bit of a stretch into our feet. And we will inhale, arms up, leaning back onto those toes. And then exhale, coming forward. And let's rock back, balancing on our toes now. Inhale up. And exhale slowly as we come forward. Inhale up. Exhaling forward. Always shift back. Let's do a full breath cycle here. So we've exhaled. Inhale. Exhale. Same as we come up this time. And come back. Just kind of an alternation. You can breathe however makes you happy. I'm actually going to untuck my toes now and come and sit back. Almost sitting farther back than what I normally would to start getting a stretch through the tops of our thighs. I'm actually going to place my hands on the ground behind me. And while we're here, not only are we stretching and opening through the front of our shoulders and chest, but we can tuck our pelvis, engage those glutes, and really get a nice stretch through the top of our quadriceps as well. And come on back up into a tabletop. Let's practice some undulating cat cows. I found a little bit of wire here that I'm gonna. I know you love playing with wire, Ember. All right, she got her eye on it. She'll hunt it at her leisure. Just inhaling and exhaling, tucking, untucking. However you move here, just pair it with your breath and your awareness. Change direction. Gotta pet the kitty. Okay. And just sit back onto our feet for a moment. Stilling our breath, stilling our mind. I'm going to fiddle about with my microphone for just a sec because it almost come unclipped there. Okay. Now from here, let's come back forward. We're going to thread that needle. So we'll inhale, left arm up. And exhale, threading the arm through. And breathing. Getting a nice stretch along the back left side of our body. Let's inhale and exhale, come up. Inhaling again, lifting our right arm. And exhaling through and coming on down. Wiggle those fingers, trying to stay balanced to the tops of both of my feet. And inhale. And exhale, coming out of that stretch. Now from here, let's do some down dog to plank flows. So I have my hands positioned just a hair in front of my shoulders. My first fingers are parallel to each other. And I'm grounding through the tips of each of my fingertips. Just mentally preparing myself. I really don't feel like doing plank today, but we've got this. Inhale, Exhale. Inhaling, I've got my back leg out straight, and let's come up into plank. Let's inhale and exhale into downward facing dog. Maybe shifting our weight from side to side, getting nice and deep through the back of our legs. Inhale and exhale down to plank. Inhale and both of my shoulders popped. Into downward facing dog. Releasing that tension out of our neck and shoulders, coming back down to plank. And lowering our knees. I'm just going to walk my hands back. Come into a thunderbolt position. Let's do some figure eights with our wrists, with our hands, stretching our wrists. Change direction. Change direction again. You could even make some figure eights with your hands behind you. Just the more you try to get three-dimensional with it, like even just bringing one arm in front and the other in back, you can get really different stretches. Like find parts of your forearms that you didn't know needed stretched. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to shift around. You don't have to shift around. I'm doing this purely for the camera's sake in case this is your first time popping in which case, hey. And I'm just going to bring myself up into a very wide-footed squat. We can actually inhale and come up into a chair pose to help get that kind of spacing and orientation of our knees over our feet in that kind of elated, proud posture. And come on down into that squat. Shifting from side to side before we can find a moment of stillness here. You stretch your neck out in one direction and then the other. Inhaling, I'm going to place my right hand off to the side here, off to the right. And exhaling, left hand towards the sky, following it with my gaze. Reaching as far as I can. Inhale. And back down to center. Inhaling, left hand to the ground now, in front of my left kind of knee. And exhaling, twist. Inhale and exhale back to center. Excuse me. Inhaling, let's fingertips to the ground or a block if you rather. Slowly push up and through into a forward fold. And let's make a little bit of a flow out of this by inhaling, coming up to a flat back. And exhaling, coming back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Going a little deeper every time. Let's bend our knees generously as we inhale. Exhale. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling those shoulders up and back. I'm going to resituate myself on my mat. And from here, inhale, arms up overhead, slight back bend. Reaching. And swan dive forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down, walking our hands out to plank, where we hold for a moment. Inhale, lower down nice and slow. Ooh, that was a nice slow, whatever that is. And come on up to cobra. Coming down. Inhale, push back up to downward facing dog. Excuse me. Let's inhale. Exhale, lifting our right leg up. Inhale and exhale. Bring that knee forward. Follow the flow of your breath for 5 breaths. Inhaling up. Exhale down. One more. Now back to downward facing dog. Woo-wee. Other side. Exhale, lifting. Inhale and exhale down. Two more. And downward facing dog for just a moment. Ooh-wee, before we come down. Oh, that's a butt kicker. Oh. Goodness, y'all. Let's see, what's our heart rate at? 96, my ass. Sorry. Oh, I need a moment. Ooh-wee. Crap, we still got more yoga to do. That's all right, though. Oh, let's take a moment. Today marks the 1 week of our sweet Callie's passing, and a person's never done grieving, but I've figured out how to carry it around with me now, and it's helping so much to journal and cherish the pets that we do still have here with us. I want to sit in easy pose for just a bit. See if I can put my thoughts in a row. But this is the first time for Randy and I both to have lost someone close to us, family member or pet or friend or otherwise, during a digital age. And a big part of the grief of over the years of having lost my dad and Randy losing his eldest sister and the pets that we've lost in the past is, I mean, if we didn't have it on film, like camera film developed, there's no pictures, there's no video. Excuse me. This is the first time that we have, I got almost every single day that I've known Callie, I have gotten at least a picture or a video of her every single day. And the same thing goes for Sam and Z and Ember. So it's, while the pain of them being gone is still just as there, it helps knowing that I have these thrice backed up now. We have them in multiple places, in as well as in cloud storage, so that even in the instance of like something getting lost or broken or stolen or the house catches on fire, just whatever, we still have these pictures and videos, and it really puts my heart to ease, because the thing I hate most about not getting to make new memories with the loved ones I've lost is that the memories I do have, my brain is not a very good computer for storing accurate pictures, and like the memories become fuzzy over time. It's been over 20 years, almost over 20. It's coming up on 20 years since my dad passed, and it was like 19. I don't know. It's been a minute, and I don't know if I can remember his voice or if I'm just remembering the memory of remembering his voice. It's like, it's just little details like that, that it's like, it would just be so amazing to have a digital archive of my memories. Um, Unfortunately, we have what seems to be the closest thing to that, thankfully, because of the vlog. Because a lot of the time I wasn't, intentionally being like, oh, camera rolling. I'm gonna get video for, whenever I miss her when she's dead. Like, no, it's like my head's usually not in, such a dark mood all the time, but I'd just be like, I was going through some old vlog footage and I was getting video of yard long noodle beans, and they're just Callie just rolling around playing with, like, I don't know, something, just rolling around in the grass, just meowing and being herself, and it's like, I cherish that. So it's been really nice to go through this past week all of our digital archives and compile a folder of Callie, and to just be reminded of what a wonderful life we've gotten to live, and to be so glad that we had her as a part of it, even for just that little while. So today I'd actually dropped a piece of jewelry that I was working on. Randy and I are making inventory, and I dropped a piece of jewelry and picked it up. And Callie and Ember have very distinctly different whiskers in the coloration of their roots. And this one's a Callie whisker. And just whenever I picked up the jewelry, the Callie whisker was stuck in it. I was like, no way. And so in the twin walnut trees that are growing, some squirrel planted them, and they've been growing in the front yard. Callie loved climbing that tree. So to honor her and to remember so many of the happy things about her, I hung a suet bird feeder because I couldn't hang one in that tree back when she liked climbing it, because those birds wouldn't have been safe. But I hung a bird feeder there for her. Uh, that way I can watch the birds and just remember all the happy things I like to remember. So that's where I'm at today. Just focusing on gratitude and letting grief happen as it needs to. But it's been a week. so let's go ahead and finish up. We have 2 more kind of flows that we're going to be adding in today. Just breathing in, kind of recentering. We are going to come around. I'm going to come up onto my knees. Inhaling, exhale, I'm going to bring that left foot forward, tucking that back leg, and I'm going to work on balance here. You could totally put a hand down to some blocks or use like a chair or an ottoman or something. But I'm going to tuck my toes. Inhale and exhale. Oh yeah, come up into a lunge. Arms overhead. Inhaling, coming around, shifting, setting that back foot down, keeping my left knee centered over my left foot. Warrior 2. We'll work on making that a smoother transition. We'll get there. Inhaling, turning that right foot, coming into a 5-pointed star. On our next inhale, let's turn that right foot out. Exhaling, Warrior 2. Looking over your right fingers, bending that right knee. Now from here, inhaling, shifting around, coming up on that back foot toes. High lunge to the other side. And from here, we will shift and bring that back foot back down. Put our right elbow on our right thigh. Inhale and exhale, side extension. Ooh, I'm cramping through my abs here. We can actually, if you want, to make a little bit more space for ourselves, use a block. And I'm going to pass that block over. We will come up into a 5-pointed star again. Inhaling, shifting our left foot open, keeping that right foot down. And exhale, side extension. There we go. And from here, inhale and exhale, back up. Let's kind of heel toe our feet back together. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands in front of our hearts. Thank you guys so much for joining me here again today for another day of a year of yoga. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And until then, keep on keeping on. Bye.